Okay, going live on one, three, two, one, and we're going live on the other one. Okay, they're both counting down. I think we're good, yeah? I think we're live.
I think we're live. All right, what's up, peeps?
Hello, everyone. How's it going?
So, John, we'll just do a quick intro, and then we'll do the share. And if you have questions around the model, then we'll go from there, okay?
Sure. Do you want me to introduce myself, or should you go first?
Why don't you introduce us? What do you know us as?
Well, okay, this is Chad and Holly. They are experts at helping coaches, not just any coaches, but transformational coaches. I think it's people who help people with their life, with their mindset, that kind of thing. So they help coaches, but instead of having to build a big funnel like I've learned to do, which doesn't always work, in many cases it doesn't work, and running paid advertising, which also doesn't always work and it costs lots of money. Instead of doing that kind of fancy stuff that is complicated and not guaranteed, they do it in an organic way that just gets you making money fast and gets you helping people fast. And then later you can build all the systems. They still help you build systems if you want later, but you don't need to make that in order to make your first $10,000, $20,000 per month. You don't need any of that stuff. So that's the cool thing that they learned, that they know and they help people with, that I haven't learned myself. So that's why I want everyone that I know who's a coach to start working with them, because they can help you more than I can, right? So I'm looking forward to working with Chad and Holly myself very soon to get my coaching business going. And in the meantime, I have a lot of friends who are in the same position as me. They're good at helping somebody, and we just need a little help with the marketing and sales piece. And if you watch Chad and Holly, I've seen that they're really so good at doing like engagement conversations, getting people interested in getting people into their pipeline, so to speak, like dropping little things on social media, getting the conversations going that lead to sales conversations. And then of course having those sales conversations, which I don't see them doing because they do it in a sort of like a private way, but I know they're doing it. So anyway, this is why I want to share them with everybody that I know. And yeah, I'm looking forward to having this training.
Awesome. Thanks, Jen.
I'm looking forward to it too. And I also want to just honor you for you and your journey. Like We've been friends for a while now, and I see the impact that you're making, and I don't even quite know if you know your power yet. So I want to appreciate and honor you for having us on and doing this interview and this training. And even more so than just a training, you guys, when you stay tuned, I want you to get like a pen and paper if you're watching this, because you're really going to be able to discover what it is that you need, right? Because everyone is at different places in their business. What John needs may not be the same thing that Wendy may not be the same thing that you need, right? We're all at different places. So this is a really beautiful thing that it's going to help you discover for yourself what specifically you need to focus on to be able to make those extra 10K, 20K months without all of the tech stuff, without all of the, do we love systems? Absolutely. And like John was saying, there's a time and a place for them. We want to make sure that you're converting first. You're getting clients like right now, because ultimately what you're here for is to make a difference in the world and to make a difference in people's lives, not to go build funnels all day and then pull your hair out because it's not working and wondering what the heck it is that you're doing wrong when it's absolutely nothing that is wrong. Right. So,
yeah. So just a quick thing about us. My name is Chad, and this is my lover and future baby mama. We've been in the sales, marketing, business world 15 plus years each, but we've also been in the transformational space for 10 plus years. And we've been doing this strictly online for now over 7 years. And it's been amazing, and we've helped a lot of people. Some of the clients' results, we've gotten a client that did 138K in 6 weeks. We had another one, he did 7, and the signed agreements We had another, she collected about 80 of that right in that period of time. We had another client, he did 73K in 3 weeks, signed agreements. We had another one collect 15K, like going from like 3K a month to 15K in 2 weeks. We had one go from complete zero to now been doing 5 figures consistently over and over and over again for the last like 8 months now, really kind of unregulated. And it's just been amazing, the results some of our clients have gotten. So,
yeah, definitely.
So we're going to get started. We're just going to jump right in here.
Say hi. There's a couple people watching live. Anna is watching. Debbie, Shrub is watching, and also Catherine and Sherry.
So just so they know, and John, maybe you can manage this, is sometimes Facebook Live will crash, and you might miss out on this training. The best way to get your questions answered is to reach out to John right now, and John will give you a link to actually jump on and come on to Zoom and be able to be here with us.
Front row seats are always the best.
Exactly.
Okay, perfect. So let's just dive in if that works.
Put the link in the comments for anybody watching. You can find the link in the comments.
Thank you, John.
Perfect. So let's dive in if that's cool with everyone. You ready to find the missing pieces and be able to add an extra 10K to your coaching business? That's my stand for you. So I know that's Chad's stand too. Yes. We're super aligned. So ultimately, guys, we know, like, they say that it's like people are in the pursuit of happiness. And I think that's partially true, but happiness, it can kind of come and go, right? So I think what really people are about, and especially us in this space, are really having that abundance, that fulfillment in their world. They're, let me get here. I'm going to be drawing. I'm a lefty, so I'm not the best. I don't have perfect girly handwriting like you would expect. But I believe that what we're all out for is really to have that abundant life. And abundance, not just income, although we're definitely about income, but also to have that freedom. Right? Freedom to be able to do what you want, when you want, how you want to do it, to create your own life, right? We're all about creation and co-creation and what can we create? We're also about impact, right? Having abundance is having impact in people's lives. We're not in it just because, right? I would like to say, I would like to believe, and I'm pretty sure I got this down, that all of you watching this right now, what you do is like your life mission. Like, this is why you're here in this world, and you're very passionate about what it is that you do, and you absolutely love, like, when you can make a transformation in someone's life, like you're raising the vibration, the consciousness of humanity, right? That's like impact. That's what we're about. That's the people that we're really like, yes, like we're here for you. Yeah, Wendy's like, yes, got it. And also income, right? Because income is incredible. We need it. We can make a bigger impact once we have it. Like, so when you have freedom, impact, and income in your world, that's real abundance. And that's what we're after for our own personal life, for your life, for your clients' lives. And there's a few things that you need to do to be able to do that when you're online. Right? The first thing you need to do is to be able to attract. Right? You need to be able to attract people to you. Do you want me to go through them and then the three?
Yeah, go through. Yeah, just go. You got it.
All right. So the first thing you need to do is to be able to attract clients to you, attract people to you. But once you get those people, then what, right? You can attract people until the cows come home or whatever. But if you're not enrolling them, then it doesn't really matter. So the second thing you need to do is you need to enroll. And the third thing is transform. Yes, we're all transformation coaches, and that makes us even more accountable and responsible to be in that transformation space for ourselves, right? So we're going to go over, if you have your pen and paper here, this is where you're going to use it. We're going to go over, we like to have what we call the red. We're going to go over 3 colors. We're going to go, let me do it this way. You're going to rate yourself from red, yellow, and green. Now we're going to break down each one of these of attract, enroll, and transform and what exactly you need to be able to do that. And throughout this entire exercise, we want you to rate yourself. Are you red, meaning like you're totally stopped? This is where you're feeling a little stuck. this is an area that you really need work on. It's not working for you. Or are you a yellow? Like a yellow would be, is it kind of working? Is it like, that it could be better?
Yeah.
You got
Yeah, you're good.
Okay. And green is like, I got this. Like, this is gold. I have no problems with this whatsoever. This is an area that is working.
Yeah.
Right. And this is a really cool exercise because when you're done with it, you're going to be very clear on what you need to focus on the most. That's going to get you to that 10K plus.
Mm-hmm.
You got something?
Yeah, no, I'm just excited. I'm jumping in before you even get rated yet.
Oh, got it. Okay. Pick my colors. No, I'm just kidding. So let's go over the attract piece first, right? There's really three main things to be able to attract clients, your people online. So the first thing is messaging.
Yeah, so messaging is, we consider it a couple things, right? And so this is who is your perfect person? Who is your avatar? Who's the person that you just love, you want to really, really serve? And we talk about this in a different way where you have impact and love and the people that actually can pay you, right? And it's really all of that. And there's a whole framework we use that comes up with that. But so really rate yourself. So if your messaging is working, that means you can put a post out on the Facebook and it just goes like crazy. People will start coming at you and they're drawn to you like moths. And it's not just people, but like your perfect ideal people, the people that you would love to serve, the ones that you can make the biggest impact with, the ones that actually have money to pay you. So if you are green, things are rocking. You're attracting these amazing top level clients that will come top shelf. And if you're yellow, maybe you're attracting people, but you're not attracting the right people. They're just like a bunch of different groups of people, a bunch of different levels. Some of the ones you can make an impact with, some of them don't have, a lot of them don't have money. A lot of them are just like, they're just not your people and they're just showing up and you're like, how did these people even come this way, right? And red is like nobody's showing up, or like the complete wrong people are showing up. It's just nothing's working in your messaging.
Yeah. So go ahead and rate yourself right now. Are you green? Are you yellow? Or are you red? Now, the second thing that you need to do to be able to attract people online is to start building your tribe. Right, so John's got a little tribe going. Actually, a pretty amazing tribe of the Guru Mastermind. You may or may not be in it. If you are not in it, I suggest you head over there after this training is done.
Hey, Anna.
And get in it. Hey, Anna. And so you want to start building your people, right? This is like you're warming, you're building relationships with people. Maybe they're not ready to be your clients now, but perhaps they probably will be in the future. You just need to build that relationship up with them.
Yeah, exactly. So if you have a tribe, like amazing tribe, they're super engaged, they're like interacting, they're having fun. The person that, our business partner in the coaching con, if you guys aren't over there, Max is amazing at building tribes and amazing at bringing people in. And she just crushes this one. And it's just awesome. We just love having her on our team. And so if you're green, that means that things are rocking. If you're yellow, maybe you have a bunch of followers but they're not super engaged. They're just like there and they're not doing anything. They're not like, there's no engagement, but they're just there, right?
Or maybe you're not sure how to like really lead that.
Yeah, or yeah, exactly. And then red is like you don't have a tribe. You just have to go find new people somewhere to get new clients.
Yeah. So go ahead and rate yourself. Are you green, yellow, or red? And this third piece, we like to call this F yeah content. You know those posts that you read and they just like resonate with your soul and you're like, F yeah, this person is amazing. Who is this? I want to work with them. Like they just resonate and they know like everything. It's like they're speaking to you.
Mm-hmm.
Right? And when you can create content like that for yourself and you put that out there, we like to call that F yeah content.
Yeah, so one of the things there's 3 parts of F yeah content, just real quick, is like cold, people that have no clue who you are; warm, it's really like overcoming objections and building deep rapport, and then hot, where you're getting people to raise their hand. Those are 3 different types of content. And so if you're like got this whole thing rocking, where you're attracting new people, you're warming them, you're doing the whole deal, and you're getting people to reach out and say, yes, I want to be a client, I want what you have, then that would get green. If you are, maybe you can attract people, but you're no clue how to get them to reach out and say, yes, I'm in. Or maybe you're jumping on calls with people that aren't warm yet, and you didn't have any content warming people up, but you're maybe going straight to calls and not, sometimes you see people get 2 sides of this. They'll get hot content where they're like, buy my stuff. Woo! And then you got the people that just like overly like love, like give people value, and then they never ask them to book a call or buy anything. And so you never get this, or maybe you have like this, one of these are working or 2 of these are working, but not all 3 are all working together. And so that would be yellow. And then if it's red, then you're like completely like a hot mess, right? You're not attracting, you're not warming anybody, you're not overcoming objections, and you're definitely not getting people to reach out.
Probably hear crickets.
Guys, I just wanted to say real quick, Anna is on the call now. I don't know if you noticed, but I want to say hi to Anna.
Hey, Anna, thanks for joining us front, live, and center. We appreciate it.
Yes, thank you, and welcome.
Yes.
So very cool. So John, what do you have on this? I'm just curious.
For me? Oh, what are my numbers here?
Yeah, what's your colors?
Oh my goodness. For attraction, I give myself like I'd say like an orange for the attraction, somewhere between red and yellow, I believe. I feel like I know how to attract, but I haven't been attracting people to work with me as their coach. Attracting other coaches to collaborate with, I'm like a green, I'm like blue, I'm really good at that. But attracting people where I'm their coach to help them with their problems is something I actually don't have that many people. So I think I could get there, so that's partially yellow, but somewhere between red and yellow, I believe.
Got it. And then
No, I was, so where do you feel like the messaging, the tribe, the FIA content? I'm just curious.
For me, messaging, probably tribe. You mean like creating the tribe?
Yeah. So you said like a reddish, or excuse me, a yellowish red for a messaging essentially. And then, well, that would be overall. So you really want to do this separately for each of them, because then you can get really clear, because it might be different. You might be amazing at the tribe building for your perfect client, but your messaging isn't landing with the right person. Or you got to have the messaging to build the tribe usually, but maybe you got handed a tribe or something. I don't know.
I don't have a tribe. I think for me, the weakness there, the biggest weakness is the tribe. I'm not attracting those people right now.
Got it.
I'm attracting people who are at a similar place as I am, but not necessarily the ones who need my help with their life. So I think I have to test the messaging more. I think maybe I haven't found the perfect messaging, but I'm pretty good at coming up with messaging.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I found the right one yet.
Got it.
Cool. Awesome.
Cool. So if you guys are kind of where John is, where your messaging's like it's not attracting the right people, what we want to do is we want to actually drop a link. And John, if you want to, it's quantumimpactcoaching.com/clients. And if you want to drop that in the chat on Zoom, and then if you want to put it in the comments on the lives, then people can book a call and we can jump on and really see if it's a good fit and if we can help.
Just create a game plan with you and have a conversation.
Yeah, there's no selling. We don't sell on our first call at all. We basically just see if it's a good fit, if we vibe, if it makes sense, if we could even help. And then at the end of the call, we'll just Holly and I align and basically make sure we agree that we could help, and this is a client that we'd want to have. And then after that, we'll book a second call to really go deeper if it makes sense on both sides.
Cool.
I think you're muted, unless you're talking to somebody else.
No, yeah. Is it called quantumimpactcoaching.com/clients?
Yep.
Correct.
Cool. And while you do that, we will keep going here. So as you're attracting your perfect people to you, you've got your tribe, you're creating content, your messaging is on point. It's completely meaningless unless you have a proper enrollment process, right? So let's go over and enroll the 3 things that you really need to be able to enroll people effectively.
Real quick, so John, could you toss that link to make sure that it's the correct one? Just go there. It'll be a button, and then it'll open up in a new tab, so you don't have to worry about this going away. So if you're on here, you can open it up. It'll open up into a new tab, and then there's just a quick survey, and then you pick the time that works for you.
Yeah, it works.
Cool.
It works.
Yeah.
Awesome.
You're ready to break 250K in your coaching business in the next 12 months. I'm ready for that.
Let's do it.
Yes, let's do it. All right, so we need to be able to enroll those people that you're attracting. So let's talk about that real quick. The first thing that you are going to want is a signature program. Now, I see a lot of coaches, we work with a lot of coaches, they have the one-on-one, either it's just per session or maybe 4 sessions packaged together. What we're talking about here is creating a signature program that is different than anything else out there. It allows you to create an offer where you can really raise the value of what it is that you do and have a deeper impact, and also create it in a way, we haven't talked about leverage yet, but we will, but be able to create it in a way that is leveraged. So I see a lot of coaches, they create and then they get plateaued because they have, then it gets to the other side where you have too many clients, and then you have to start over from scratch and start all over again. So we believe if we can work with you to create a leveraged signature program from the very get that has a beautiful offer that when people hear it, they're like, I need that. What is that going to look like?
Yeah. Yeah. So what this looks like is, so green is you're I have a program that I could drop 50 people in, and it wouldn't diminish the impact or the effectiveness of your program. Another thing would be is if you could sell it for basically as much as you want, because it sets itself from the marketplace so much, and people are by the time they get through your process, they get through all that FEI content, they warmed up in your tribe, the whole deal, they get to that signature program, they go, I would pay anything for this because I know it would get me. It's going to deliver 10 times the amount of value than they're paying for it. And so, and they'd pay it all day long. And so that's green. Yellow would be maybe you offer a group program, but it's not a fully maybe you're still capped at 10 people, or you're not really, there's no the offer doesn't really set itself apart from the marketplace, or maybe you have to teach on the group coaching where it's not have a course that goes along with it that allows for leverage and allows you just to do coaching in the coaching time, and it just allows you and so that's super, super powerful there. But so yellow would be maybe having even a one-on-one package where you're selling a 12 pack of whatever calls would be a yellowish red, an orange or whatever. And then red's you're charging by the hour. You're just getting clients piecemealed out here and there. And it's not really anything that's super, steady. And what that clear. Yeah. That's another thing, because what happens is you're making, when you're doing this hourly stuff, you're making less of an impact with clients. They're not committed long-term, so they're usually wishy-washy. They'll show up when they want to or when they don't, and they're just usually harder to deal with. When you have somebody that's bought a package and it gets them a result, they're committed for the program. right? They're committed with the program. It sets itself apart. It really is a different beast.
Yes. So the next thing, once you have your program down, is, so one thing about us is we have a rule about people. Like, we don't just like, here's our link, go buy our program, right? That's not how we roll. In fact, we have, like Chad was saying, like, we have to, like, we align with each other first and then make sure it's an alignment all the way around. And the reason we do that, we have this thing that it's kind of laughable, but it's really created an amazing community of people, is, would we want to hang out with this person and invite them to dinner? Like, would we want your family to come have dinner with our family?
Yep.
Kind of thing, right? And that's literally how we are. And so in order to, like, when you start creating and you're getting these clients and you're creating your tribe and you start building this community of people, like, you want to only work with the people that you absolutely love. It makes all the difference in your life, right? You want to wake up like super excited for what it is that you're doing. So in order to not waste a lot of time, like being on the phone with everyone, we see people like free breakthrough sessions and let's just get on the phone, and like they're so eager to just book a call with people, where instead, how about we qualify them a little bit? And so something that we do is we work with our clients to come up with good qualifying questions and qualifying conversations, so that when they do get on a call with you, they're qualified already.
Yeah, so what this looks like is like you're pimping yourself, like a red is pimping yourself as much as possible, right? You're like throwing your Calendly link out all over the place, or you're like going back and forth like, I got this time, and what about this time? Or, I'll just jump on the call with you right now. Let's just talk right now.
I got a few minutes now. I can get on the phone.
Let's just jump on and do an hour breakthrough session. You're going to give them away all the puppies. You're going to give them all of the everything now, right now. And like, there's no qualification to see if they're a good fit. There's no like making sure that they're like would even consider investing into a coach. There's no proving them in any way to see if they'd be a good fit for your program. Maybe you're not even like considering if there is a good fit or not. Maybe you're just dropping your pants for everybody, right? And,
yes. So ask yourself, are you good? Are you qualifying people before you get on the phone with them and having that conversation? Are you like, I haven't really thought about it. I guess it probably could be a little bit better. Give yourself a yellow. And if you are, as Chad describes, dropping your pants just to get on the phone with everybody, just give yourself a red and don't make yourself wrong for it. It's okay.
There's nothing wrong here.
That's very funny. Just dropping your pants for everybody. Oh, Bailey's on the call now. Hey, Bailey. How are you?
Yeah, hey, Bailey. Thanks for hopping on.
I think Bailey was hiking, and she didn't know she could make the call live.
Oh, cool. Well, I hope you had a good hike. That's fun. So, and the third thing, once you have those qualifying conversations, then it's time for that actual conversation when you're on the phone, you're on a Zoom call, face-to-face, right? What about like having a good framework where you actually get them to sell you on why they're good fit for your program?
Yeah.
Right. Rather than like giving away a full out breakout session, give them so much value that you would think you're giving away so much value to these people that they would become your client. When in reality, what tends to happen is you give so much value that they don't need to be your client.
Yeah. Yeah, you solve all. Well, this is the thing is sometimes what people are looking for is they see the splinter, right? They have the splinter, or they have a gash. Maybe they were think of your clients as being in an accident, and they're like, I see this cut right here, but they really have a gash on their neck. They didn't even notice. And what a breakthrough session, like doing an hour session with somebody, is like you're taking the Band-Aid and you're putting it on this cut over here, but they still have the bleeding neck of like their life, which is a mess, right? And you can make a deep impact with their life, but because you're getting on a call and doing this work with them for this hour and like helping them put the Band-Aid on this little cut, that they're like, oh, well, I'm good now, thanks. And they don't need you for the gash in their neck because they're not aware of it. Yeah, that's a really good analogy.
That's a great analogy.
Thank you.
So you want to be able to have converting conversations and have them in a way where it works, right? Like I said earlier, when they can sell you on why they're a good fit and like why they need their program, and like they sell themselves, it's so much easier. And when I discovered this like a few years ago, I'm like, my gosh, changed the whole game. And like sales, I don't even look at sales as sales. Is literally a conversation. Like everything that you want is in a conversation, right? So rate yourself now. Are you a red when it comes to converting conversations? Or are like red meaning like you're putting on the Band-Aids, or you're just not even having the conversations. Nobody, when you do, they're not becoming clients. Or are you yellow, like, you know, it's okay. Maybe you have like a 10, 20% closing rate. Like, I know that we can get that up. Or are you green? Like, I got this. I'm good. This is an area that I got down.
Yeah.
So rate yourself. Oh, I need a red here. Are you red? Are you yellow or are you green? Got anything else?
Yeah, I'm just gonna get an idea. I was kind of gonna check in with Wendy and Anna if they want to share on where are you guys, what are you seeing for yourself in this? Where are you red? Where are you yellow? And where are you green? Did I mute Anna? Or excuse me, did I mute?
Test them on while they're
Yes. So what are you seeing?
So in the enrollment process, I put down yellow for each one of them.
Got it. Cool. And what about the attract?
The attract is where I need help. Red for the messaging, yellow for the tribe, and red for the, what was it, FYA content? Yeah. So I'm definitely needing help.
Awesome.
Cool.
Anna, if you want to jump on, if you're somewhere that you want to share, that's cool. John, what are you seeing for yourself in Enroll?
This is probably my weakness, I believe, at the moment. Signature program is something I've thought a lot about, so I've put in effort into creating the right kinds of signature programs that are at least partially scalable in group and so on, that are unique and whatever. I've given that a lot of thought, so I'll give myself a yellow for that.
Cool.
Qualifying conversations and converting conversations, I'd be a red in those areas.
You're dropping your pants for everybody.
Well, I'm not even, no, I'm holding out for everybody. I don't do any conversations. I have the conversations. I'm like a prude.
Not. We gotta get that chastity belt off you. So, all right. So, all right, cool. So if you want to drop the link again, if you see yourself where you're like, I'm a red, or I got bunch of yellow spots, and or really you want to get everything to green, and you want some help, and you want to jump on a call, just see if it's a good fit. You know, like we said, there's no pressure. It's really about just seeing if you're a good fit, to make sense of this whole thing, to see if we can help at all. And you're going to get some extreme clarity on that call, even if we don't decide that it's not a good fit.
That is 100% what we have heard from these calls is, oh my gosh, I'm so much clearer now.
Yep.
Right? And clarity is power. I truly believe that. So if we can even help you get clear, I'm all for it.
Yep. Another thing, also, if you guys want, if you're like, you know, I just met you, this is kind of moving fast type thing. You're like, you want to know a little bit more about us. We actually have a group called Coaches for Transformation. Get more clients on Facebook. There's like 1,000+ transformational coaches in that group, 1,100 now almost. If you want to just go request access to that group so you can get a little bit better idea of who we are, make sure we're not like weirdos, but we are weirdos. Make sure we're the same kind of weirdos you are, or similar weirdos.
There you go.
Then you can go request access to that group, and then we can slow roll it, right? We can slow roll it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So let's get to this third piece of transformation. This is one of my favorite pieces. So all of this is good, and you know, I have a favorite. So the first thing, in order to like I know that you guys have had the trainings, you've gone through it, you're working with clients, and we believe that in order for like all of this to work and to really create a leveraged, like amazing coaching business online, you need to become a master of your time rather than letting time master you. We hear a lot of coaches that are like, oh my gosh, I'm so busy. How do you do all of this? Like, what does this look like? Right? I homeschool a 13-year-old, and on top of this, and I'm almost 8.5 months pregnant, about to pop out a baby. And this is something that I feel super confident in. Go ahead.
And we're doing a conference where we're putting 1,000 to 3,000 people into, and we're in a year-long leadership program where we
all that too.
Yes.
So it's really becoming a master of your time and not letting time master you, right? That's really important. So we literally have a specialist that's on our team that works with our clients specifically to help them free up 5 to 10 hours a week and get very structured, and structure with flow, I like to call it, because I'm like need to be aligned and in flow and inspired. And so we've figured out how to do it all. Right?
Structure with flow, that's good.
Yeah.
Rate yourself. Do you feel like you're a time management ninja? If you feel like you are, high five, give yourself a green. If you feel like you're like, yeah, I don't know how in the world you're able to homeschool and run a company and do a year-long program and create, like we're in the middle of creating this incredible event that's going to have up to 3,000 coaches there in November. So stay tuned for that. That's super fun. I need that. Give yourself a yellow. And if you're like, I don't have anything to, like, time drives me crazy, then give yourself a red.
Yeah, it's like, is time, do you dominate time, or does time dominate you? And so you got to really look at that. And like, do you find that there's not enough time in the day? Do you find that you're not getting the things that you want done? Are you feeling like you're constantly like just not getting your lists done, or maybe you're not even doing lists, you're just kind of flowing around and you once in a while get something done? You just got to really look at what that looks like, right?
Yeah. And the next piece is, your own breakthroughs, right? And it's amazing. And it's like we can give breakthroughs all day long to other people, but there's times when there's a personal breakthrough that you need too, right? There's something that everyone has that we need someone to help them through that. Chad and I have literally been in the transformational space for 10 years individually, in different trainings and things. So we've really come together to be able to, like, we don't want you stopping you, right? You are a powerful person who has a purpose and a mission in this world. And whatever that stuff may be, maybe it's getting out there fully or showing up or being able to ask for the sale or the money conversation that people have. Like, there's
fear people are going to attack you, like fear that you're going to get made fun of, or like criticize, fear of like all these things, right? Like, one of the things we'll say is like, you have, like, if you really believe that what you do makes a difference, you have an obligation to get out there. And you have an obligation to figure out what those blocks are that are keeping you from really making that impact with your clients, like you could, or potential clients.
Yep. And on that, out there that can help people on obligation. So after this baby is coming, this is a piece that we are adding, because this is a piece that I'm super passionate about, and that's your well-being, right? We want to make sure that as you're running, like you're working with other people, like you're balanced in yourself and that you are powerful. So just having that well-being in there in place, like well-being for performance, to be able to be clear, to think clear,
energy levels,
all of that stuff is important, right? And it's a big part of this. If you don't think that it combines each other, I promise you, they are very much intertwined together. So if, rate yourself now, where do you feel like you're at? Do you feel like you're stuck or stopped somewhere? And maybe it's an energetic thing. Maybe it's, the whole showing up thing and really getting yourself out there.
Consistency. Are you self-sabotaging? Do you like start a project and then you're like 2 days later, you're like, well, I found this other thing. I used to have it was about a 2-month window. I'd get really excited with a project and I'd go super hard at it, and then like something new would come up or it'd hit a wall, and then like something new, and I'd go, ooh, here's something else fun. And so, you know, that's self-sabotage in its own right.
Yeah. Cool. So rate yourself there. And again, there's no right or wrong in any of these.
Yeah.
Right? It's just what is. In fact, right or wrong is just really an opinion of other people. It's really just an opinion and a morality thing. So it's just, it works or it doesn't work, and there's nothing right or wrong about it. So this is purely for your own awareness, so you can see what it is that you're missing, so then you can then focus on that in particular. So the third thing in this transformation that we put in here is leverage. And we put this in here because it's a whole shift of everything that you do when you think of it in terms of leverage. So as John was saying, the beginning of this is, you know, we don't use funnels or ads or any of that stuff. We do, but not in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Right? Because we want to make sure that you have your messaging, your tribe, your content, your program, your qualifying people, everything that you're doing is converting. And then we can take that and create that into a system and put that, like, get that out there. It's going to save you a lot of time. It's going to save you a lot of money. It's going to save you a lot of energy. And it's going to get you clients a lot faster than just going straight to the funnels and the automation. However, the funnels and the automation and being able to leverage yourself is important for the long haul when you're looking to make that multiple 6 figures, 7 figures, and beyond. You have to be able to leverage. You have to be able to put teams in place for yourself. You know, run teams, do the whole thing, and that's a big mind shift in itself of being able to do that.
Yeah, yeah. It's the big thing is like if you can't land clients with free marketing, you're not going to be able to get clients with paid marketing. If you can't get it through with no funnel, if you can't get clients with no funnel, you're not going to be able to get clients with a funnel. It's just the truth. Like, it's the same thing. And when you're starting to get consistent clients with your with all this stuff and all your foundations are down, then we take all of those, we put them into your teams. We're going to help you build teams, so you're only focusing on things that you love to do. We're going to help you create the automation and the systems, so then now that's going to help buy more time back and allow more leverage and scalability, where you can go bigger without being limited that way, where you can not, like, so FEI content is one thing, but then how could you even expand that more, where people are watching your videos all 24 hours a day, they're getting to know you, they're getting objections handled without you even being there. You have systems and processes that are all handling these things, so you don't have to be managing every single lead, right? And so that's super powerful when you can have, and there's a whole nother, we can literally create a whole nother one of these diagrams for just all in the leverage. There's, outsourcing and building those teams. There's the funnels. There's 3 different types of funnels that we teach. There's all kinds of fancy stuff, but none of it's important unless we get down this main stuff.
Yeah. So rate yourself. As with all the others, are you green? Are you like, I got my funnels, I'm running ads.
They're converting.
They're converting. I got a sales team. Things are great. Everything is automated. I have an integrator. I can step back and my business is still rolling. Then green away, high five. If you are a yellow, like, yeah, I got some, right? And I know that there's more and I got some, go ahead and give yourself a yellow. And if you're like, I ain't got none of that stuff confuses me, I don't know where to even start with that stuff, go ahead and give yourself a red.
Yeah, that's the big thing that we do is we have like templates like that we give you. We used to charge up to, when we had our agency, we had up to $25,000 for sales funnels, and we give you the templates when we work with our clients, and we're like, plug these into your ClickFunnels, just put your information in and integrate the tech, and then boom, you're good to go. And so it saves you a lot of time. If you're looking into done-for-you systems, it's going to save you a ton of freaking money, and it's going to be amazing. So,
yeah. So as you're looking at this is our quantum impact model. This is really everything that we do for our clients that we work with. And if you're seeing a lot of reds and a lot of yellows, I'm going to invite you to hop on a call with us. It's a very, we'll create a lot of clarity with you, get you super clear on what it is that you're out to do, and then see if we can help you or not. And if we can't, all good. And if we can, amazing, right? Because I truly believe if you're watching this, you're here, you're still watching this, like I am a stand for you and what it is that you're up to, because you're taking the time so that to do what you need to do so you can be successful. So I'm a stand for you. We believe in you. John, are you still here? I know that you went out for a little bit.
I'm here. My computer's about to die, and I actually don't have the charger, so if I go out, that's the reason.
Got it. Well, it was good timing, I guess.
Yeah.
Do you want to, we'll wrap this up?
Yeah,
then?
so John, so what are you seeing for yourself in time, breakthrough, well-being, leverage?
Time, somewhere orange again, maybe between red and yellow. Not too good. Breakthrough and well-being, I'm pretty good with that, maybe between green and yellow. Leverage, it's almost like I don't even have much in place right now, so it's hard to even say.
Yeah.
I'm creating, what I'm going for is a leveraged system of group coaching at least.
Yeah.
It's still in the works.
Yeah. So you got to really look at so do you have teams working for you doing the stuff that you don't want to do? Do you have like follow-up series warming your people? Do you have like what we call an integrator, which is our amazing coach, Jeff? Anytime that there's something broken or whatever, we can be like, hey, go do this, and he'll handle it. It's amazing. And yeah, integrator is the best position to start filling if you're not tech at all. And there goes his computer.
I wanted to wrap this up before that happened, and that's what it is. So hopefully we're still live. If we're not, we have the recording, and it is what it is.
Yeah.
So Anna and Wendy, I want to really honor you for being on here for this whole training, and everyone else who's watching this as well. If you've seen this and you're like, I think I need to have a conversation with these people, we'd be more than happy to work, like, to help, and well, not help, we can't help people, but to empower you and cause you like a real breakthrough so that you can have those 10K, 20K months in your coaching business and beyond, and really set you up for success. So thank you so much for everybody's time.
Oh, real quick. So Wendy, I'm just curious where you are on this one over here on the time, breakthrough, and leverage. You're muted. Let me unmute you. I think.
Mute. Okay. So time, I put red. Breakthrough, well-being would be a yellow, green, and leverage, I was a red. That confuses me.
Got it. And it's good because you don't need it right now anyways. And so it doesn't matter. And the cool thing is you got a bunch of things to work on over here, and then we can get all those and put them into the leverage and the systems.
Okay.
So feel free to reach out and we can have a conversation and see if we can help in any way if you haven't booked already. And if you do want to book, just go ahead and grab the link in the chat and book. And we're just super excited to chat with you.
Yeah, thank you. I'll go ahead and do that. Appreciate your time.
Awesome.
Yes. We will talk to you soon.